Guys, welcome to another video. So we are today in Budva, and at the moment I'm on one of the best viewpoints of Budva. So in this video we're gonna discover the highlights of Budva, what Budva has to offer, and we are also going to talk more about the transportation, accommodation, about the costs, and then you can decide for yourself if you're going to visit Budva or not. So let's check it out. I'm happy to call Budva my home for the past year, since I came back from backpacking South America, and right when the pandemic kicked in, my wife and myself came back to her hometown, which is Budva, and after living in the capital of Podgorica and in Tivat, I can say that Budva is really a great place to live. So for the travelers who are looking to travel to Budva, I would say the easiest way to reach is if you're flying in, then to take a taxi either from Tivat or Podgorica airport. From Tivat airport the taxi will be about 20 euros, and from Podgorica airport it's about 40 to 50 euro to get to Budva. Public transportation is also a good way to arrive to Budva. Budva is well connected to pretty much all the cities in Montenegro. So if you're traveling from Tivat or Kotor or Podgorica or from the north, the bus is around 3, 4, 5 or about 10 euro if you are traveling from the north of Montenegro. How long to stay in Budva? Well, again, this depends on how much time you have in Montenegro. I would say at least a day or a couple of days should be a must. If you are staying only for a day, then this will give you enough time to explore the old town and to walk around the promenade and enjoy one of many restaurants around the coast. In case you have to dedicate a couple of more days or even a week, then you can enjoy the beach, as Budva has a dozen amazing beaches really that you can explore. So right now we're heading to the old town, and after the old town I will give you the recommendations about the best beaches to visit. So let's check out the old town. Old town Budva is a great place to explore for a couple of hours. So also here you can book your accommodation, as there are a couple of really nice boutique hotels, and you can enjoy the walking the city walls along to the visit of the citadel. Old town is full of these cobbled narrow streets with lots of shops around. Today is Sunday, so mostly the shops are closed. So as you see, the old town is filled with these old stone houses, and around the old town you will find plenty of small restaurants and shops. Budva has some really nice old churches here right in the old town, and the bells are heard pretty much every hour. And now, as we are exploring the old town, we are approaching the citadel. The citadel is pretty much a huge wall which was built 500 or 600 years ago, and it was built to protect Budva from whoever was attacking from the seaside. So basically about 600 years ago Budva came under the Venetian rule, and it stayed like that until the Austro-Hungarians took it over a couple of hundreds of years later on. And now Citadel is basically a museum. There is also a library and an amazing observation deck from where you can have the panoramic sea views and overlook the newer part of town. when you buy the ticket for the Citadel, which is about €3.50, you also get this kind of entrance ticket, which is a postcard in the same time. So let's explore further the library and the observation and the museum. This truly looks like a place that you shouldn't miss when you are visiting Budva, and as you can see, there is a wonderful terrace overlooking the sea, along with these old cannons which were used a long time ago. I'm not sure really if these are the just replicas or the real ones. Over there is an island called Sveti Nikola, and you can take a boat ride over there for a couple of euros and enjoy some really nice wild beaches. The next point is actually exploring the library of the Citadel, so let's see it. This looks like a really cool library, very elegant, very quiet, and not really anyone around, so it's great to have this place just for myself. Here there are some historical books. It's in various languages. I see there is English, there is German, there is French. And the place is very quiet, and this is definitely a gem to visit. So continuing the tour, the next chamber seems to be having the collection of the old ships. And these actually look like amazing woodworks. This is a very interesting room to visit. Very cool to see. I'm very impressed with what they have here, and this basically showcases the replicas, small replicas of the ships which used to sail around Budva hundreds and hundreds of years ago. So that would be the tour of the Citadel, and definitely these are €3.50 well spent. I would definitely recommend to everyone to visit the Citadel when exploring the old town. And we arrived to one of the small squares here in the old town. Here this square has the bigger museum of Budva, and this one is actually having a much bigger collection of the old artifacts. And to learn more about the history, definitely I would recommend to visit this museum. And we arrived to my favorite coffee and food place in the old town. This place is called Kasper, and wherever I'm in old town, this is the place that I don't really miss. So let's see. This was a cool break, so let's now continue to explore the old town. Guys, that was pretty much a glimpse of the old town, so it is well worth exploring for a couple of hours when you visit Budva. So another main reason to visit Budva is obviously the amazing beaches which are located around the town. So the best one and my favorite is definitely a Mogren beach. This beach is basically just a 5-minute walk from the old town, and it is a nice sandy beach with crystal clear water. Beside the Mogren beach, other great beaches would be in Bečići. This is also within walking distance from the old town, about 10 to 15 minutes. Bečići is a really long stretch of coast, and it's a sandy beach. It's really great for water sport and to spend a day over there. Along with this one, I could also recommend a beach called Yaz. This is about a 10-minute drive from Budva, and also if you are more adventurous, you can also walk for a couple of kilometers. It's about 2 or 3 kilometers away from the city center. Yaz is also a long stretch of sand, and the water is really clear, and it is definitely one of my top 5 beaches that I could recommend in Budva. So basically near the city center, as I mentioned, Mogren, Yaz and Bečići are the best ones. A bit further away, about 15 to 20 minute hour drive, you will reach beaches called Sveti Stefan and Miločer. Sveti Stefan is the iconic hotel now managed by Aman, and one of the beaches over there is available for the non-hotel guests. Sveti Stefan is one of the nicest beaches in the whole Montenegro, and definitely if you will have more time in Budva, you should visit and enjoy this sandy beach. The other one close by is called the Pržno beach. Pržno is a couple of minutes away from Sveti Stefan, and this is actually a fishing village, and the beach is great to chill during the day or to have some drinks in one of many restaurants within the walking distance on the promenade. As I outlined in my other videos, renting a car is really the most convenient option to travel around Montenegro, and of course around Budva if you are going to explore some other places outside the town. There is also a public transportation if you wish to visit such beaches close by, such as Miločer or Sveti Stefan or Yaz. There is a minibus that will take you for 1 or 2 euros for a couple of kilometers away from the town. So Miločer is about 15 minutes drive from Budva. You can also take a taxi or a public transportation. Taxi would be, I would say, about 10 euros to get there and 10 euros to get back. Or if you wish to save, the public transportation is only about 1 or 2 euros to get there. The buses are pretty much very often every half an hour or 1 hour. So I cannot stress enough that you should visit Miločer, Pržno and Sveti Stefan when you come to Budva, as these are places that are actually highlight of this area. In case you are arriving by bus, the bus station is right in the city center, so if you choose to stay in the city center or in the old town, this is just about a 5-minute walk, so it's very convenient to choose any Airbnb or the hotel right around the bus station or the old town. So to give you some more information about the accommodation in Budva, basically there is plenty to choose from. Depending on your budget, you can either stay in hostels or Airbnbs or hotels, which are usually ranging from 3, 4 and 5 star. So accommodation now in hostels will be about 10 to 20 euros per night per person. Airbnbs will usually be 1-bedroom apartments for about 40 to 50 euros, somewhat more during the peak months such as July and August. In case you wish to stay in the hotels, it would cost you from about 50-60 euro in 3-star hotels, and 4 and 5-star hotels will be from about 100 plus euros, and during summer this can be 150 or 200 per night. In case you have some more time in Budva and you want to be more active, Budva is actually a great place to do some outdoors activities. So you can do either the paragliding, you can do the zip line, you can do hiking, and obviously there is plenty of water sports to choose from. The paragliding can be done from one of those hills surrounding Budva when you go up to the Kosmac fortress. You can find an agency here in Budva, and with them you can arrange the paragliding. Usually these will provide you amazing sea views and amazing the mountains views, of course, and you will land in one of the beaches around the town. Hiking is definitely an activity to enjoy when you wish to explore more of the nature surrounding Budva. Amazing hiking tours can be done also from the Kosmac fortress, which is an amazing fortress for itself. It is one of the best preserved Austro-Hungarian fortresses from about 150 years ago. So from there are good paths that will lead you down to Sveti Stefan area, and I would definitely recommend to do this for half day, as it is not really challenging and you will take great photos and videos of the surrounding mountains and the sea. Other than that, definitely there are plenty of water sports to choose from, such as jet skis, pedal boards, kayaks. So there is so many things to do, and if you wish to dedicate a week to Budva, you cannot go wrong for sure. If you are into less adrenaline activities, Budva Riviera is over 20 kilometers long. So if you want to take a nice leisure walk along the coast, then you can start here from the city center of Budva, and then just follow the boardwalk and the promenade along the Bečići, and you can end up in Rafailovici or in Kamenovo. These are really nice places also that you can visit along the coast, and this whole walk is about 5 or 6 kilometers, as Bečići is right about a kilometers from here, and then from there you will continue to Rafailovici, which is a really nice fishing village along with a nice beach and restaurants. And then after Rafailovici, about a couple of kilometers is Kamenovo, which is also one of the very nice beaches. So this is definitely a nice walking tour, and to come back to Budva, this will be about 10 to 12 kilometers. So if you decide to base yourself in Budva, then you can do some really exciting day trips from here. Cetinje, which is an old cultural capital of Montenegro, is just a half an hour drive from here. And to visit Cetinje you will not need more than half a day, and you can enjoy the couple of really cool museums where you can learn about the Montenegrin history and enjoy the Cetinje town itself, which is a very slow-paced town, and have a lunch and coffee. In case you wish to enjoy further the nature around Cetinje, then I would recommend to visit the Lovćen National Park, as that is just about 20-minute drive from Cetinje, and from there you can visit Mausoleum with the amazing views of the Boka Bay. If you wish to make a full day tour out of this, you can continue driving on the old Austro-Hungarian road down to Kotor, as this is an amazing zigzag road, and of course this will also give you a stunning vistas of the Adriatic Sea and the Kotor Old Town. Guys, I hope you liked the video and what I showed you in Budva today and the information I provided you. I hope you find them helpful in planning your trip. In case you have any questions, please do let me know in the comments below, and I'm happy to answer to everyone. Feel free to subscribe to the channel, as I will be posting weekly content about the most amazing places in Montenegro to visit, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.